We're back this morning. What we are about to do is knock out all the old blocking and put in new blocking. The old blocking was just 2x10s that they put, on the edges of these. Some of them are okay. Some of them are bad. Some of them are real bad. That's why we went with the 2x6 wall and top plate, is to catch back into this good wood. It's really just maybe the last inch and a half on the bottom, but it would sag. So this should keep it from sagging. Some of the bad ones, like that one there that's got that knot split, we got to jack this back up slightly, sister that back. And for in here, our blocking, rather than just a 2x6, or I'm sorry, a 2x10, we scavenged the neighbor, their junk pile. It's full of nice pressure treated leftover scraps. And I forgot what these were. I think these were 6x8s. Yes. So we're cutting them for blocking. And then we've got some other 2x6 scrap pressure treated. And of course, it's up at the top. It doesn't need to be pressure treated, but termites and bugs, from what I understand, love beams. They get on them and they don't have to leave them. So we're going to treat all our ends again, put them up there. And that, from my, mechanical knowledge, I'm not an engineer by any means, but if that's more or less a solid block setting on that, the weight distribution, the little bit of rots on the ends of those, never gonna affect anything. Once we get the blocking off, again, we got our preservative. We're gonna spray everything, and that'll be that. We'll have that blocking done, and then we'll move over to this wall. This wall is actually just the end over there is in rough shape. The rest of it's not too bad. It's not sagging or leaning. We've got a steel beam coming for the garage header. It'll be supported by 4x6s. I think 2 on each side. And then down the middle of this, we're getting an I-beam, W-beam. Steel beam goes all the way back, and it'll be supported by another, I believe, 4x6 in the back. And that'll help carry the weight, because this is an awfully wide span for 2x10s. I mean, I think there were 2x12s that they ended up cutting. So right in here, where there's a lot of stress, over in there, it's not quite a 2x12 strength, and that might be fine. Again, I'm not an architect. I'm not an engineer. I'm just a redneck with a wrench. In this case, a hammer, and my forearm is killing me. We're supposed to be getting some nail guns, screw guns. Because, I'm a mechanic. I'm wrenching all the time. Didn't think it'd be any big deal. Holy shit. Now I know why real carpenters and framers and whatnot all have air guns or electric shit, because it's gonna look like Quagmire when he discovered internet porn. So we're gonna get this knocked out today, hopefully get all our blocking done, get our shear wall up. I'm gonna cut the window piece out and put the old junk window back in there for now, just so we can get some light in this garage. If got some more inside days, we've got flashing, Tyvek or house wrap. We've got all of our 3/4 inch tongue and groove ply for the roof. What we're gonna do to increase the pitch on this roof is, on top of those 2x10, 2x12s, we're going to rip diagonally 2x4s, stack them on there, increase the pitch a little bit, then and put the floor on. Got a couple tiles are testing the tensile strength of the nails. Had some real bad winds out here a week ago, last week, the week before. Fields are starting to dry out. I mean, this field down here, we got a pipe that goes across the street and dumps into the neighbors. You can kind of see the stream on their side. It's constant, just draining from this hillside. It ends up in that field. And it's bad, even around this house. I'm hoping by Monday I can get my V-ditch bucket. Mow this lawn here pretty soon too. I need to get my V-ditch bucket and create a ditch through here a couple feet deep so that we're lower than, I want to be a foot below the actual bottom of the foundation. So, water will move laterally underground. It hits a clay liner, it's not going to go down. But I got my boss calling. We'll be back. Got sidetracked with a call from the boss, but back to what I was saying is we got to put a swale through here that comes out and goes around the house, a couple feet down, so foot down below what I hope is near the bottom of the footing. All this ground kind of this drains and the water will move laterally and come up, get to the house, and it'll get up and under the house. Underneath of this house is just a fucking puddle. And this is what we've kind of are assuming is why we've had termites here, why they're not necessarily here now. We're seeing old stuff. The owner's cousin that lived in this house, she always kept this pond full. Not quite this full, but always kept it full. She liked the ducks, the wildlife, stuff like that. And termites, these subterraneans, supposedly they need a constant source of actual, drinkable water, not like just moisture out of the air. So we're thinking at one point when she had the pond, when she was alive, that's kind of when the termites just decided to come over here and start eating stuff after they ate all the wood around the pond and all the beetle, all this shit. Anyway, what is also happening, let me see if I can pan out. Look at that level. It looks like the water in the pond is higher than the bottom of the house. So water could get out and just move laterally and just keep that full. So we're gonna bring a ditch in all along this, and then all this is gonna get regraded. We'll probably have to pump some water out. It leaches out. There's no breaks or anything like that, but it will leach out, and that's why the old owner would just kind of keep a hose in there once a week. She'd let it run for a while, keep it topped up. But there's no termites here now that we've seen active. And this pond has been dry for a while. Through the droughts that we've had, we might get a little bit of rainwater in it over the winter, but then it just dissipates in the summer pretty quick, goes into the ground, evaporates out. So we think that's because this house has never been tended or treated for termites, and we don't see any active ones. So we're thinking once that water source kind of dried up, that nest would probably be somewhere in here, close to water, close to wood. I don't know, maybe they died, maybe they moved on, or maybe they're still in there waiting for the right time to attack. But we're getting this, the ground treated out here for termites. And then also, after we've done this ditch along the side, done all our grading, we're gonna fill that ditch in, maybe go deeper, and fill it full of sand. So apparently, termites do not like to dig through sand if their nest is, say, out here somewhere. If they're going to the wood, to the house, apparently they hit that sand and just, because they try to tunnel through it and it collapses in, supposedly. This is what I was told. It seems to be kind of a fix that they've done in a lot of areas, is they'll kind of dig fucking sand moat around the house, and that helps apparently with subterraneans. We've got just an incredible source of sand on the back couple hundred acres of the property of just nice just river wash sand. It's phenomenal sand. So we'll dig a wide, deep trench, put it in there, and you know, hopefully kind of act as a bit of a French drain. It's sand, so it'll probably plug up pretty fast. Maybe we'll do sand and then dig another ditch and put a French drain around the house. But really, it shouldn't need one when I'm done grading this place. Everything will just be sloped away. But yeah, we're gonna, like I said, use this blocking that we got for free from the neighbor. Shout out to La Revy Estates. Awesome place. Go have your wedding, go have your events over there. Come next door, say hi, go party in the field with a Porsche. I don't know. Good time. We'll be back. You see the new boards? We had the sister, one on the end, solid blocking in here. We're using pressure treated 2x. This guy on one end, without a nail gun. They're kind of walking and wandering. They don't quite make the height. That's all right. It's solid base to hang our gutter off of. They're pressure treated, so nothing's gonna rot. And you know, this board, it's a little squishy right there, but there's so many cracks in it. We go back, sister it. This one too, sister it. This is, that's all good work. See, the rot stops pretty much right where the old 2x4 stopped.